Welcome to UC 1500. This is Introduction to the College of Business. This course is part of the Copeland Core, and it's intended for students who are new to the College of Business. So I'm your instructor for UC 1500. My name is Sam. Unfortunately, I'm out of town this week, so that's why we're having this video instead of in-person class. And I'll be available for you next week, and of course I'll be available by email all of this week too. So there are ways to get a hold of me. I'm just not on campus this week. I'm the Assistant Director of Graduate Career Management for the College of Business. That means I work with all of our graduate students, like our MBA and our MSA and our Masters of Accountancy students, both in person, online, and professional students. So professional students are the ones that do some in person and some online. So I'm on the career side of the College of Business, and I really like the UC 1500 class because it's a chance for me to meet all of the new students for the College of Business, and some of them I see as graduate students, so it's pretty cool. A little bit about myself. I'll start on the left-hand side and go over. I love Harry Potter so much, I sometimes wish I were a wizard. And so the picture that you see there is of a 3D puzzle of the Hogwarts campus. I put that together over winter break. It was a lot of fun and really frustrating, but now that it's together, it's really cool and I love it. The picture in the middle are my two puppies. The one on the left-hand side is Lucas. He is the most handsome beagle mix I've ever seen and very, very sweet. The little squirrely one on the right is Pupper. She is kind of crazy and fun, but I adore both of them. And on the right there, in addition to being a full-time career coach and teaching UC 1500, and I have a graduate course that I teach, I'm working on my PhD. So you see the picture there of Kuzco from The Emperor's New Groove saying, "Bring it on." Emperor's New Groove is my favorite cartoon. I've always loved Kuzco. So that's a little bit about me. So in addition to an instructor, you're also getting access to a peer mentor. And for us, that person will be Miss Emma Hurst. Emma is a marketing and communications major, and she's been at the university for a while, but she also has a unique perspective about the College of Business because she works in our front desk here in the second floor of Copeland. So she gets to see all the ins and outs of the College of Business, so she could pretty much answer whatever questions you have. In addition to that, Emma also loves animals, and she also loves to explore the outdoors. So maybe during one of our classes, we can have her take us on a field trip outside to see all the squirrels. All right, so now that you know who you'll be working with, let's talk about why you're taking UC 1500. So the College of Business admitted nearly 200 students for this spring semester. This actually happens every semester, and the reason for that is students have decided that they want to change their major, or they were undecided and now they've decided on a major in the College of Business, or they just realized that their career goals align best with a major in the College of Business. So it's important for you to understand that there are lots of students on a similar path as you. You're not the only student new to the College of Business. Like I mentioned, there's about 200 of you this semester alone. Some of the students are actually new to the university. So you might be new to the university. A lot of the students in this course are not new to the university. So we're actually going to focus on College of Business resources and not university resources in this course. So what we'll mostly focus on, what your future classes in the College of Business will look like, what student organizations in the College of Business look like. So we really want you to associate with your peers in this class. I think the most important piece of this class is meeting your peers, because the students in UC 1500 are the ones that will be in those future classes, and they'll be in those student organizations. They'll be the alumni that you would connect with years from now. So take this opportunity to meet each other, introduce yourselves often, and support one another throughout this journey. So because you're new to the College of Business, you're taking this class to learn about the resources available to you now that you're in the College of Business. We're going to cover academic advising, career services, professionalism policies, overall well-being. We'll cover teamwork, and so much more. So the College of Business is really unique in that you have so many resources to ensure your success, both short-term and long-term. So this class is meant to introduce you to those things, and ideally will make you more comfortable over time to use them regularly. So finally, I hope that you learn new success strategies as part of this course. So these new strategies aren't necessarily focused on academics, but more professional strategies that you'll use later in internships and when you're applying to jobs and you're getting that job interview, and finally when you get to that job. So these strategies will help you find success, not only in the College of Business, but beyond the College of Business. So my goal is for you to complete this course as an informed professional. So in Blackboard, I included a syllabus for UC 1500. But this is basically the weekly overview. So I want you to remember that UC 1500 is only the first 7 weeks of the semester. So here I provided you a weekly breakdown of what this course will look like. Like I mentioned, there's a folder in Blackboard that I'll update weekly with more details regarding each week, but let's do a broad overview. So we're starting in week 1. So welcome to week 1, here it is. This is your welcome video, and we're going to look at a time management TED Talk, and then you're going to have the opportunity to meet your own peers by recording your own video and posting it on Blackboard. In week 2, we're actually going to have a very big group meeting, and it's going to focus on the College of Business advising and career support. And then in week 3, we're going to talk about stress perception and habits, and mostly how being in the College of Business and being a business major and competing for those jobs in the business world, it's perceived to be very stressful. So we want you to be able to handle that stress a little better or have strategies so when it comes up, you're more prepared for it. In week 4, we're going to do a high 5 strengths assessment, which will just show what some of your greatest strengths are. And this is really fun, and you get to learn a little more about yourself and the people around you and the people who have similar majors to you. In week 5, we'll talk about what makes a productive team. So in the College of Business, you'll actually work in teams a lot. So not only this semester when you're in the Copeland Core, but when you take business cluster, when you do your internship, and of course, when you get into the workplace, you have to be part of a productive team. And so we're going to focus on that in week 5. In week 6, we are going to work on your well-being. And we have a faculty member here in the College of Business who really enjoys researching and studying well-being in college students. And he's going to present to us, and his name is Andrew Puschel. He has a lot of energy and he's really fun. So I'm really looking forward to week 6. And then in week 7, we're going to look at thinking beyond college. So we don't want you to just finish your degree and not have an idea of where you want to go next. So in week 7, we're going to look at options like, are you interested in grad school? Are you interested in your career and then maybe grad school later? Maybe you're just focused on your career, but we want you to think beyond this degree that you're earning right now. So the majority of the information for this class will be found on Blackboard. And in order to get to this point that you can see in the picture, you'll need to log into Blackboard, which can be found at blackboard.ohio.edu. And if you found this video, you've obviously found Blackboard already. But log in, choose UC 1500 under your courses section, and then basically everything that you need to know will be on that left-hand side. So in that picture on the left-hand side, I've circled it in red. You see the 4 folders. The top one says Syllabus. That's obviously where you can find the syllabus for this course. Below that we have the weekly overview, and that's where I'll add pretty detailed descriptions of what we'll be doing week by week for the next 7 weeks. And then below that it says Submit Intro Video. That's where you're going to submit your video for week 1. And then below that it says Submit Journals. And outside of this intro video, the only assignments that you'll have are reading some articles and submitting journals to reflect on those. And that's where you'll submit those journals. So you really only need those 4 tabs. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. But I think that's should be pretty easy to follow. You let me know though. So like I mentioned, your assignments will be submitted into Blackboard, and the first assignment that you'll submit is your intro video. And so I added a picture here of the green arrow pointing to the folder where you'll submit that. Just click on Submit Intro Video and you should be able to submit your video there. And I'll watch it, and hopefully you'll watch some other students too, get to know your peers before the semester really kicks off. But if you have any trouble submitting, please email me. Remember that my name is Sam. My email address is hollback@ohio.edu, or email Emma. Emma's really familiar with how to do this. She's done this 1,000 times. Also keep in mind, you can Google instructions to post a video on YouTube and get the link and just post that in Blackboard. You also have plenty of peers who can help you, so be creative with this, have some fun with it. But this is where you'll submit your intro video. And just below the Submit Intro Video tab, you'll see the Submit Journals tab, and I have a blue arrow pointing to it. That's where you're going to submit your journals each week. You'll have a journal due each week after week 1. So for week 1, I'm assigning the video, and then every week after that, you'll have a journal assigned. And you'll submit those in Blackboard just like you will your video. And again, if you have trouble, email me or Emma. We'll help you out. So to focus on week 1, remember that you can find that in the weekly overview folder, which you're probably familiar with by now because you did find this video. The rest of this week's assignments, all you need to do is watch the TED Talk on procrastination. This TED Talk will be the focus of your journal due in a couple weeks, so make sure you watch that. And then finally, you just need to create your own video to introduce yourself to me and the rest of your class. And like I mentioned earlier, you'll submit that video in the Submit Intro Video folder, which is found in Blackboard. Just be sure to contact me or Emma if you have any questions. Keep in mind that you can also use Google or your peers if you're having any trouble creating that video or posting it. So there are lots of ways to do this video. Be creative with it, have fun with it, or just stare creepy into the camera and answer the questions that I have posted. I'm already looking forward to seeing these videos because I know this is going to be a really great group, and if you have any questions, contact me. But I'll see you all at our meeting next week about advising and career support in the College of Business. Okay, so hopefully you're not too stressed out at this point. We're almost done. I just need to give you some final reminders. First, all UC 1500 classes meet next Wednesday from 3:05 to 4 o'clock in Business Annex Room 121B. So for week 2, we'll all meet at 3:05 to 4 o'clock on Wednesday. I'll post this in the weekly overview folder later as a reminder, and I'll probably even send an email reminder early next week. For this week 2 session, we're going to focus on academic advising and career services that are offered in the College of Business. And I'll be presenting a little bit at this session, but everyone will be there. We'll have actually a pretty big room, I think about 100 students who are all in UC 1500, which means they're all new to the College of Business, and they're all your new peers. The only excuse for not being at that class is a conflicting class. A majority of you should not have that issue, but if for some strange reason you do have a conflicting class on Wednesday from 3:05 to 4 o'clock, you need to send me an email letting me know. Also, your introduction video is due January 21st by midnight, so please have that turned into Blackboard by midnight of January 21st. My best advice is to go ahead and do it now, because if you put this off, you'll forget about it, and you don't want to lose the points. There's not a lot of points in this class. You do receive a grade for this class, so make sure that's submitted so you don't lose any points. Again, if you need anything, please reach out to me. I'm not on campus this week, but I'll be checking my email daily, and I'm happy to get back with you as soon as possible. So to leave you off, I want to thank you for watching all of this. If you have any questions, get a hold of me or Emma. And welcome to the College of Business. We're really happy to have you here, and I'm looking forward to meeting you next week in the Business Annex, room 121B. See you then.